My name is Em and today we've got something very interesting, right? So I've been wanting to get tarot card reading for a while now, okay? But you guys know I'm very into this kind of stuff, but then I don't really believe it as well. So today I've actually invited one of my friends' friend, which is from Inner Side. Okay, so before we start reading, I just want to give you guys like some gist as to like what tarot card is, because we don't want to go into this not knowing anything, right? Okay, so let's ask Ian on some of the questions. By the way, she's not going to show her face because I want to respect her privacy. She prefers to be behind the scenes, so let's just keep it that way for her. Okay, so the first question we're going to ask you would be, what is tarot card reading?
Okay, so tarot card reading is basically I can see your future. Nah, just kidding. So it's not actually, it's a form of cartomancy, which is basically something like fortune telling. So tarot cards is actually used as a tool to gain some insights on the past, present moment, and the future. It's more of like something to guide you. It doesn't confirm the future. If not, I'll be really rich.
Yeah, true girl. I feel you. We wouldn't be working, right?
Yeah. Totally.
Okay, so what can you use tarot card for?
Okay, so tarot is mainly used to guide individuals who are lost in terms of the direction of their life. So for example, let's say if you are not sure whether you should take that job, you're not sure whether you should dump that boyfriend, the tarot would actually look deep into your inner side, which is what you think inside and you are kind of suppressing it, and bring it out to give you a clearer picture and the possible consequences of the next step.
So what can we not use tarot card for?
One is to buy 4D, strike Toto.
But got people see numbers on it.
No lah, but I always joke and say cannot see 4D, cannot see future, because if can, I would have done it earlier.
Yeah, true.
You know? Then another thing is a medical treatment. So some people actually do ask, about their medical treatments, which is a bit unethical because seeing a doctor would be better. And the next thing is, of course, a guaranteed prediction for the future. Because this is based on your own point of view, your own choice. You really have to focus and accept that you have a choice. And of course, not to curse people, not to stalk people.
Heard that, guys. Don't use tarot card reading to curse people or to stalk people, okay? Do you guys call it hexing, right?
Not really hexing, but sometimes it can be very intrusive if you ask very weird questions like, does he like me or not? Does he want to be me? Does she like me?
Yeah, but people like to ask this kind of
question. They like to ask. So what I usually do is I will guide them back. I wouldn't like say, no, you can ask. I'll just say, okay, I can tell you roughly what are the intentions, but what you can do to work on it. So I will always try to divert it back to them, because you cannot force them, you cannot force the person. The person is always changing.
What is the difference between oracle and tarot card reading?
Okay, so tarot is actually a structured deck. Usually tarot only has 78 cards. Unless it is a indie deck. Indie deck meaning something that is not mass produced. Then they might include an extra 1 or 2 cards, making it 80 cards, based on the artist's own interpretation. Oracle, on the other hand, is very different. It can be as simple as, depending on how much you want to part with your money also. So this is my gripe. 30 cards all the way to 66 cards. So there's a varied range. And later, when I show you the decks, you will know what I mean. It can be themed differently, like based on astrology, based on affirmations, based on self-love. There's even some based on magic rituals. To answer your question also, it's a free-flow thing. It's a free-flow deck of cards that have different sets of interpretation depending on your purpose and your intention.
So usually tarot is more like
structured. 78 cards, nothing more, maybe 80 cards at the most, but nothing less. But oracle can be 30 to 60 cards depending on what you want to use it for. Do you think if today I want to be a tarot card reader, would it be possible? It's possible, but it requires a lot of work because 78 cards is not easy to memorize. Same for your oracle, because some tarot readers, they do oracle reading as well. You have each deck of cards are not the same. So you need to understand what each deck of cards represent.
How long have you been doing tarot card reading?
So I've been doing tarot card for about 10 years plus right now.
10 years, She's not those Instagram gay style tarot card reader. I've been doing tarot card reader, but I actually only do 3 months. This girl has been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah, thanks. So 10 years, but it was self-taught. It was more for interest that time. because I was studying, I was interested in Carl Jung. He's a psychologist, psychoanalyst, if that's the right term to use.
Okay, can I ask you, right? Like, can you like feel goals with like tarot card reading? Okay, so cause I've been to like fortune teller, right? And then like sometimes when I go to fortune teller, like some people they tell me that fortune tellers got 小鬼, you know, around them. That's why they can see your past or whatever. So do you feel that like tarot reading has anything to do with like this kind of like spiritual stuff?
To some people, yes, it's spiritual, but to me, it's more of I just trust the cards and I use the cards.
Okay.
So if you ask whether tarot card can sense ghosts, I think for me it's a no. I'm not sure about other people's personal experience, but for me it's definitely a no.
Yeah. Okay, shall we get into the card reading?
Sure.
Since In is here today, right, I've decided to ask her to do a tarot card reading for me on some of the dying questions that I have to ask her. So, shall we begin?
Sure.
Okay, so what deck are we using today?
So today we're using this deck called Ethereal Visions. The artwork is really gorgeous. It's based on Art Nouveau.
Okay.
So I like it also because you see it's so bling.
Yeah. I love gold. So
Yeah.
it's like
Super
gold.
bling bling. So earlier, as I mentioned, some decks have 78 cards. This one has 80 cards. So the artist put in 2 extra cards based on his interpretation
Okay.
of the deck.
Okay.
Okay, so what question would you like to ask?
Okay, I want to ask about love and I want to ask about like work, because these are the 2 main important things
Okay,
in my life,
sure.
right? Okay. So do people usually start with work or love first?
Usually they prefer love.
Love. Okay,
Yeah.
so I want to start. Okay, you guys know me. I'm a crazy and insecure girlfriend. Okay, so let's ask the very important question: is Kenneth loyal to me?
Sure. Sorry, Kenneth. Okay. Let's see.
I have 200% trust in him, but we shall see.
We'll do one card. Yes, no. So
Okay.
let's see. Drum roll.
Oh my god, I'm actually quite nervous.
And yes, he is.
Oh, really?
In fact, I think he gives in to you a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's
He
true.
really takes good care of you. So 6 of Pentacles can also
6
mean,
of Pentacles.
like you can see, he treats you very. Okay, it actually means charity and taking care of people.
Oh, is it?
Supporting people. So
Wow.
does he see you as a charity case? That's why he always give in to you.
Do you see me as a charity case, Kenneth? That's why you always give in to me? Wow, is this a good card?
Yes, it's a good card. It just means that he does he has enough finances, enough goodwill to want to take care of you and be supportive of you. So in a way, you can, in a joking way, can also say you can be a tai lah.
Oh,
You want also can.
You
because
heard that?
Pentacles is a good
you
card.
better make it happen, bitch. I want to be a tai.
So
Okay.
Pentacles means it usually means earth card element, which means stability. So his attitude towards you has been very consistent.
Yeah,
so in
true.
terms of loyalty, yes. I think since day one when you guys dated, he's been taking really good care of you, making sure your needs are met and you don't have to worry for a day. Even though this card, right, you can see like people begging for money and stuff, then Kenneth is like, yeah lah, I can afford it, here, take my money.
Yeah, he's that kind.
So I wouldn't say you beg him, but he is generous. That's what this card means.
Is he suitable for me?
Ooh, sorry Kenneth again.
Because loyalty is one thing, compatibility is another thing.
So this is out of my control, Kenneth. Blame the cards, not me.
But usually it's you choose, not I choose.
You can also choose, so if
Don't
you
want
like, you
to
can
choose.
choose. You don't want. Okay.
Anyway, you are like using my energy also, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
So just now you were asking
Whether he's loyal.
and then now you're asking whether he's.
Compatible.
Yes, he is. He sees you as his queen.
Oh!
So again, this is a stable card. I think the both of you have been together for quite a while. There's
yeah, 2
stability.
years.
I don't know. Okay, one thing interesting about this card is he can see you're a very businesswoman, you're very business oriented, very down to earth, very straight to a point, and you know what you want and you're not afraid to get it.
Okay.
Even if it means getting your hands dirty.
Okay.
So, to answer your question, yes. For sure.
Quite compatible, is it? But this is about
Compatible.
me, right? It's not about him, right?
Yeah, but this is how he sees you. That's the feeling I'm getting. And the compatibility is that, if I'm not wrong, your Kenneth is also very business focused.
Yeah, now.
Just that I think he does sometimes share his problem with you and seek your advice and guidance.
Yeah.
So the compatibility is there where the both of you kind of help each other out in this aspect. But the vibe I'm getting is because it's Queen of Pentacles. Sometimes he relies on you a little bit more based on that.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Can I ask timeline question? When will he propose to me?
Okay, timeline questions I don't mind answering, but take it with a pinch of salt.
Okay.
Because as with tarot, it's all guesswork and prediction somewhat. So take it with a pinch of salt. You are in charge of your own life, so anything can change.
Okay.
So you were asking
When will he propose to me?
when will he propose? Let's see if there's an estimate.
Okay.
I feel if the vibe is right, maybe next year.
Okay.
Because King of Pentacles means when he feels ready to settle down. Remember earlier I pulled Queen of Pentacles?
Yeah.
So he is still working towards becoming your king.
Okay.
And I think he is a little bit 大男人 sometimes, even though he relies on you.
Yeah.
So he wants to be that. He wants to feel ready, and that's why he's working hard to get there. If all goes well and everything is in the works, take it with a pinch of salt, maybe next year. Because certain cards will represent, depending on the tarot reader, certain cards will represent day, months, and years. To me, I feel Pentacle is an Earth card, which is something that needs stability and time to grow and to be longer, right? Because Earth, when you plant seed, it doesn't grow immediately. It takes months and years to grow.
Yeah.
So I would treat this as a year, and I will see as within maybe the next 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
When he feels ready financially, and now the economy is in a mess, so I think he doesn't feel as secure.
He's not that ready yet. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So since we have got love settled, okay, I'm in like a good space for love. Okay, let's ask about business wise. Okay. Am I suitable to run my own business?
Okay. Oops. Sorry, my hands are very small.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. This one I want you to pick a card.
Okay.
Because it's you.
Okay.
Ooh, I hate this card. So this card is the Wheel of Fortune. It just means
gray area.
Depending. It's a gray area. So usually for tarot, where there's a gray area, it's something that you need to go with the flow to find out, right?
Okay.
Or sometimes it could also mean it's something you have to go through to grow.
Okay.
So it's a very ambiguous card. Usually for me, I will ask you to pull another card. So pull another card to find out.
I'm so nervous. My heart is beating so fast. Sorry, we're using a makeshift chair, by the way, because we don't have a table in the office.
Yes, you are suitable for business. So Page of Cups is a yes.
Oh.
But there is a but. So every tarot card, there is an element base in it. And they all have a standardized meaning. So just now, she drew a lot of pentacles, which is a good card because it's something very realistic, down to earth, because earth card. Cups represents emotions, which is water. Water is very fluid. It can be air, it can become solid, it can be just liquid. So in this case, Page of Cups represents someone who's a dreamer, someone who has a vision. So I wouldn't say you are not suitable. I would say yes, you have a lot of vision, you have a lot of inspiration, you have a lot of dreams. But sometimes you get very caught up in your emotions when it comes to managing business. So
oh my god.
So I think the earlier fortune teller, I don't think he means you cannot do business. Because now
my god, JC is like, girl, she's so accurate.
This card actually makes sense because it really depends on how you handle and how you grow. So in this case, if you always let your emotions get the better of you, no money.
Where?
Because cups means no money, it's just your emotions that's in the way.
Oh.
So you do things by feeling. I feel like doing this and this. I feel like doing that, I do this. So there is no clear direction. You go with the flow.
Yes.
So to answer your question, yes, you can do business. But if you ask in another way, where will my business prosper? Maybe it might lead to a different thing because this shows more of you go with the feeling to do what you want.
Yes.
It doesn't tell you whether it will bring your business to prosperity. Yeah.
Okay, then the next question can I ask, will my business like grow?
Okay, so you can draw one more card based on this to make it 3 cards to see if it links. So draw one more.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous, but everything is so accurate. Like,
Thank you.
My heart is like in my mouth. Based on my energy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it will prosper, but you need to keep your hope and your desires at bay. That means you need to keep reflecting. Cause this card is interesting. It actually means something like the guiding North Star in the sky.
Okay.
So it will guide you. So don't be afraid to seek mentorship or seek advice if you're stuck.
Okay.
And be clear of the direction. So the star means a North Star, right?
Okay.
To guide you when you're lost. So you can go with feeling, but you always need to make sure your path, right? Let's say if you want to prosper, you need to have a solid roadmap and plan to get there.
Okay.
And you have to try your best to stick to it. Don't like, oh okay, the star is there, but I decide to detour and go see that hut for a while.
Yeah.
So it will prosper if you stay focused instead of my feelings say I go left, my feelings say I go right.
But
when actually a straight road is better.
But how do I keep my feelings in check?
Okay, so now this is a good question. Now that we're done with this, we can draw more cards and find out.
Okay.
So this is how tarot guides you. Based on your question, you just draw another card and explore and find out.
Okay.
So how do you keep your feelings in check?
Yeah.
Draw one card.
Because I'm a Scorpio, right? And you know Scorpio are like very emotional. Do you believe in horoscope?
Yes, they're watery signs. So Scorpio really go by feelings.
Yeah, that's why everything I do is very like feeling based. So that's why I feel like my business is like very stagnant. Okay.
Firstly, I think you have to be a bit more frugal first. Because 5 of Pentacles usually means lack of money, poverty. So I think you need to manage your finances better and manage your health. Because you go by emotions. So to 讲难听一点啦, when you go by emotions, sometimes you have a burnout or breakdown.
Yes.
And then you will just everything stop.
Yeah.
So to cope, you need to be aware of your own emotions. Draw one more card to see how else you can work on it.
Okay.
One more. So this card is a more positive card. To cope better, remember what is it, why do you set this up? What is the legacy you want to leave behind? This card can also mean alignment and family legacy.
Okay.
So when you set this up, you wanted to create a legacy, a name for yourself.
Yeah.
You need to take steps to get there and constantly align and check.
Okay.
So this is very important to cope. So every time when you have a breakdown, you feel very feeling you want to spend, ask yourself, is it necessary? Is this aligned with my end goal?
Okay.
Yeah. So through that, as you manifest and grow and change yourself, you will learn to see loopholes that you've never seen before. And yes, it will eventually make you more stable and clear-headed to make better decisions to get to your goal.
Okay, so I'm torn between these two questions.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm thinking if I should focus more on my business or focus more on YouTube.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
This one, let's do something interesting.
Because I'm like half fucked for both, right? So I like can't really decide.
Okay, so this one, let's do something interesting.
Or can I just do both? Yeah.
You can. So here's what you do. We'll do a bigger spread this time. Left will be your YouTube, right will be your other business.
Okay.
Okay, so you draw one card for each and a third card for advice on which one you should go to.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, wait, do you remember which one is which one? I totally forgot.
YouTube, and this is your current. So for YouTube, you are obviously very conflicted.
Yeah.
You have a lot of feelings about mixed feelings because I think the confusion you have with your confusion with YouTube, right? Firstly, within you, you have an I my feeling, like it's a lot of work, but at the same time I enjoy it. But at the same time, do I really want to do this in the long run? So for YouTube, I feel you're very reluctant to continue. For this, you feel more at home, more natural, like you're in your element. Because the Empress usually means someone who is very luxurious, who feels very in control. And you feel like it's easier for you to go with the flow and go with your feelings.
Okay.
So if I look at this, 8 of Pentacles means mastery of something. So given your personality, you will go for something where you feel more at home with, more mastery in doing. So it will be your other business which I feel you will go for instead of YouTube. Because you know the other business much better than YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
So I feel you will end up going back to it because your kind of attitude is not a bad thing, but you would prefer to play your strength than your potential weakness.
Quite a few of my customers came here and they mentioned that the building is very old, like they don't really like it. And then my brother and my boyfriend says that they feel that this place is haunted. Okay, yeah, so I'm just thinking if I should change the office, yeah, because I don't feel anything. I love this space, but you know, we gotta see how.
Let's see if tarot works for this. One card. Oh, interestingly, temperance usually means a yes, but I will interpret it as a no, because temperance usually means feeling very comforted, very balanced, very at home, very at harmony. So that's why I would say it's a no, because you feel very comfortable here, you love this place.
Yeah, I do.
And you feel like as if this is your second home now. And to ask you to move is like, why? What will be a push factor? I don't feel anything, I should stay what? So comfortable that you see at peace.
Where?
At peace.
Yeah. I
like
mean,
zen.
yeah, that's really how I feel about this office, because it's cheap, and then like it's quite spacious, and then it's super near to my house. But it's just that like the building is damn old, and like,
so if tarot doesn't work, there is another form of fortune telling called pendulum reading. So people usually ask yes no question, and the pendulum would swing yes or no depending. So you can think of it like drowsing. Quite interesting.
Okay, so shall we sense the place?
Yes.
Can you explain it?
So this is a pendulum. It is mainly used as a form of drowsing. You can ask only yes and no questions. So the pendulum usually will swing depending on how you program your pendulum to be. Some a circle means a yes, some a straight line means no. But for me, mine is a straight line is a yes and a circle is a no. So you can ask question, this is a little bit more into energy sensing and a little bit of spirituality as well. So some people do believe pendulums can be infused with guides or spirit animals. So it really differs from practitioner to practitioner. I mean, for me, I'm quite neutral about it. So it really depends on what you as a client and you as the pendulum drowser believe in. So since she's asking about whether her office there's anything weird, I thought it would be appropriate to use a pendulum. I mean, it'll be interesting to find out what's happening and what kind of energy it will send. So let's all be a bit open-minded and take it and see what happens.
Okay.
So you can ask away.
Oh, I can ask?
Yeah.
Is my office haunted?
Okay, so a straight line for yes and a circle for no. Is Emily's office haunted? And it's no.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm like looking at her hand, and her hand is like not moving at all. Like her top hand is totally not moving.
Any other questions?
Is the building haunted? It's really not moving eh. Is the outside of my unit haunted?
No.
No. So that means this floor is not haunted.
Looks like it. Is this floor clear? Yes, it's clear.
Like that is yes, right?
Yeah, straight line is a yes. It's not haunted, ma. So I asked, is the floor clear?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then, so should I stay in this office?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, this is so creepy. Oh my gosh. Do you think I can try holding it?
Sure. Hold on. Let's ask, okay? So let's respect the pendulum.
Of course, yeah.
Can Emily hold it? Okay, it's a yes.
Okay,
so
can I hold
Emily
it?
Try.
I just wanted like, I can ask you the question.
You can.
Right? What should I ask? Will my business prosper and I'll be very rich? I'm like not moving my hand at all.
Wait first. Looks like a small yes. No,
Really?
It's quivering. Let's see. Okay, please answer clearly. Will her business prosper? Either show a clear yes or a clear no.
Oh,
No,
spinning.
it's a no.
Oh my god!
It's a clear no.
Okay, but I'm really not moving this thing. It's like really moving on its own. That's what I wanted to test. Okay, you know why I wanted to test it out? Because like, I was showing my brother the video, he's like, are you sure she's not spinning the thing? Then I was like, she's really not, so I just wanted to test it out for myself.
It's not right, you can just move, right?
They like freaking move and I'm not even moving at all. Oh my god, that's damn creepy. My business will prosper. Manifest it. Yes. That's all for today's session. I hope that you guys had fun. I'm really going all out and personal with you because a lot of questions here are very personal and I just find the whole experience like very freaky and very amazing. Like I feel that she's very accurate. Okay, so thank you so much Ying for coming down to this scary place to do this session on a Sunday when she could be resting at home. So if you guys are interested, you can definitely check out her Instagram. Okay, so you do consultation, right?
Yes, I do readings. Yes.
Yeah, okay, you guys can follow her Instagram here. Okay, and you can contact her for consultation. How much does one consultation?
Okay, it ranges from, it varies from $15 all the way to about $55.
Okay, that's very affordable. Okay, so yeah, go and hit the like button and follow her and don't forget to subscribe to Fatfoal and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!